Hello again, welcome to another episode of Merkon's Musing, Star Wars action figure review, and today we'll be looking at none other than one of my favorite creatures from the Star Wars original trilogy, the Dewback. So before we get into these three different versions of the Dewback, I'm going to give you a little history about the creature itself. The Dewback are thick-skinned reptiles native to the planet Tatooine. They are employed as beasts of burden and also as mounts for Imperial sandtroopers, as you can see in front of you. In 1978, Kenner introduced the creature as a Dewback patrol. Even though the creature had minimal screen time in the film, it became a big seller for the toy line. In 1978/79, they never changed the original packaging from the original Star Wars Kenner line. Although it was re-released in 1984, it had the same packaging from the original 1978/79 release, but instead this one had a red star on the corner of the box that said Collector's Edition. So looking at these three creatures, these are the evolution of the Dewback toy. So the first one is the 1978/79 Dewback. I'm missing the reins, unfortunately, but this, when it was released, cost $5.55, and I have a Stormtrooper, and there was a person online selling these like cool pauldrons that you could put over their heads. It was like $1, so I bought one. It makes it look a little bit better because they never created a sand trooper for this line. So when you take a look at this toy, it has a place where you just pop so you'll put the Stormtrooper in here, and that's how he rides it. And you know, there it is. It really doesn't have much articulation. It has 4 legs, but the big toy thing is if you move the tail, the head moves back and forth. So that was the big toy events that this creature could do. Otherwise, it's pretty standard toy. Let me just put that. It's a pretty standard toy. It looks much better like that. It was pretty cool for its time. So when George Lucas released a special edition of Star Wars, he wanted to fix the Dewbacks because he felt that they were too clunky. They didn't move. They were shot in distance. He wanted a more animated looking creature, so he created a CG version, and this is the CG version that's from the film. It's very well done. It's exactly like the models in the film. This came out in 2009, and this sold for $29.99. And the thing I don't like about it is, much like the other one, the legs don't do much other than stay in one position, and it's got one leg up like it's trying to move. And when you move the tail, the mouth opens on this one. That's the play feature here. The sculpt is much better, obviously, but it's not the same as the original. And it comes with a rider. This isn't the rider it comes with. It comes with a Power of the Force 2 Sand Trooper, which wasn't very nice looking. So I had this one just for uses of this video. And it leads us to the next step of evolution, which is the Legacy Collection Dewback that came out in 2009. And I'll do an unboxing here. So this looks like a really nice Dewback. I've never owned this, and I want to see what it's like. I'm very interested. So if you take a look at the packaging, this is a Walmart exclusive, obviously you can see. So this is the Legacy Collection packaging. Had to do a lot with the Clone Wars and some other figures that they took from the original trilogy. So they tried to, you know, give a line that encompassed both the original and the prequels. And you have some pretty cool design, nice artwork. And then it shows you on the back what it could do. It's got removable riding gear, articulated heads and legs, and then it's got a sand trooper it comes with, which looks pretty cool. So yeah, I mean, the same artwork there. So let me open this up and see what we have. Okay, so now I've pulled the tape off this bad boy. Let's take a look inside and see what we got. Let's have gravity help me out. Ah, very nice looking. I love the interior packaging. It's got the Dune Sea in the background. It's got the Sand Trooper and the Dewback. So I'm going to pull off the Sand Trooper first. And I'll put him to the side for now. And then I'm going to release the Dewback. So this has these So this is the Dewback, the one from 2009, and they repacked it in a different packaging, but the same creature in 2012. Same Walmart exclusive, different box. It's not bad. The sculpt is pretty good. It doesn't look like, looks like a more streamlined version of the Dewback from the original film. It doesn't have the big bulbous head. It's got a more streamlined head. There's no play feature where you do something and something else happens, but this is much more articulated. The head only does really that much movement, which isn't a lot. The tail does nothing. The legs are extra articulated. As you see, the feet can move up and down. All four of them. You can manipulate the feet so it has more movement if you want to do it in more dynamic poses. All 4 feet do that. They have movement in the ankle joints. The head just moves about that far. It doesn't really move much. It has a little bit of a movement. Actually, this reminds me of the Star Wars comics, the Marvel ones from the 70s. The head kind of looks like that. This doesn't look anything like the one in The New Hope, the actual ones that they have in the movie. But I think they wanted to streamline it and make it more accessible. It doesn't even look like the one from the special edition. It's just its own version. So, is this the definitive version? I would say it doesn't look much like the original one, but it's the best sculpted. It's bigger. It has no real play feature other than you can take off the saddle and the bridle. But it does come with a Sand Trooper. And so I'm going to pull this guy out now. So this is the actual figure. It's a nice figure, very articulated. It's got ball joints in the legs, swivel hip. It's got ball joints, insert joints in the arms. The head can move. You can pop the head off, I'm assuming. I don't want to do it right now, but yeah, it's pretty nice. It's got the backpack on the back. My only concern or critique about this Sand Trooper is he's too clean. It's crazy. He's too clean. He's got a blaster rifle with him. I mean, he's a nice piece. I wouldn't say he's definitive, but he looks good for the Legacy collection. So yeah, I mean, the figure's pretty good. They should have made him a little dirty. But he also comes with this, it's like cattle prod. It's like something to prod the Dewback to move if it's too slow or doesn't do what the rider wants. So he would have this, and this was seen in the original New Hope film in Star Wars: A New Hope. Okay, finally got it in place. I'm gonna put this rider on his mount. The leg joints open wide enough. This is much better than the other ones. And he can grab the rein with his one hand and use the prod to motivate the Dewback to go where he wants. So much better than the original ones. As far as playability, it's got a little bit more playability than the original. It has more joints that it could move up and down. But this would be definitely the definitive version. I just wish it looked a little bit more like the original Dewback. If they were able to upscale that and make it look like the original, I think it would be a much better creature. But it's pretty good. It's not bad. But like I said, not many things to do with it. It has no play feature like opening mouth or swinging tail, moving your head. But it does have a lot more articulation. So it has ankle joints. It has, the forelegs can move forward and backwards, and the head can move back, sideways, back and forth. The rider is definitely much better than the other riders for the other Dewbacks. It was definitely worth the purchase. And I didn't pick it up back in the day, but this is something I looked at and wanted to go back to. So that's it. There you have it. That's the Dewback. I'm looking forward to give you some new videos coming soon.